Hello and welcome to Stir Crazy Art Classes. Just to introduce myself, to those who don't know me, I'm Gerald Savine. To help stop us going stir crazy at this time, I thought it might work to try some art classes online. A little about myself. I went to art school at the age of 13 in 1959, working in advertising and design ever since. I've been running art classes for nearly 20 years, with 6 classes a week at the Bridge House Waterside, Upton upon Severn, along with help from my wife Janice. You can see some of my work on www.geraldsavine.co.uk. For those who already come to the classes, I'm sorry, but we're going to be going back to the beginning to help those who haven't done any art since they were in school days. Hopefully, it will stop us going stir crazy in the current situation. I hope that perhaps to do 2 quarter-hour sessions a week and build up a new skill. First, I'm going to do and with what. You might not have any art materials at home, but if you have an old roll of wallpaper tucked away in the outside shed, or odd pencil, or even a biro to work with. You might even have some paints or colour pencils tucked away from when the kids were little. If you have all the gear, then that's great. Paper, pencils, paints, a rubber, coloured pencils, pastels, a mixing palette, and of course brushes. One of the greatest things for learning to do art is learning to look. You will eventually notice more and more of the world around you. Let's make a start by doing a drawing of a poppy. Starting off with the scaffold. Lightly drawing a cup shape for the flower, a line for the stem, and a line for the centre of the leaves. Then we'll do the drawing of the poppy. First of all, starting with the flower at the top. So we're going to draw the insides of the petals, where they curl over, and then the outside of the Then drawing the stem down inside of the petals, and then redrawing the centre line, so it's quite easy, casual swirly bits for the young petals, and then leaves, lower down, spiky, more adult leaves. So again, don't feel quite free in what you're doing, but make sure they come and the centres of the leaves come out from the side of the stem. Now, this will be ready for painting now. Hopefully you've kept it nice and light, because otherwise the pencil lines will show up when you've done the painting. If you haven't got paints, then what you can do is you can use your pencil. If you've got coloured pencils, better still. But if you've just got a pencil or even a biro, you can lightly shade in the petals, going a bit darker underneath where they curl over, but then coming lighter, so it looks as though the light is catching the side of the petals. Again here, working your way around. And if you're careful enough, and you'll just take your time, you want to fill up the spaces. Don't get too, as it were, splodgy with your pencil lines. Just work them together, and then just lightly lift off as you come up the petals. And again, going darker underneath where the inside curls over. Again, work it round. Take your time. I'm doing this quickly, obviously, because of showing you what to do in the time we've got. We imagine the light's coming from the left, so this one here is going to be slightly darker and won't be catching the light the same way as the ones on the on my left hand side. Then again here, inside, if you take your pencil strokes round like this, they will show the shape of the petal. So push up, work your way around the middle piece. You see how I'm just moving it round. And then again here, this could be a little bit darker here because again the light's coming from the left. It might be just a little bit darker, but then coming up and around. And then here we've got this centerpiece. You can, although when we come to paint this will be yellow, and then again here now you can now put some colour into the stem. Coming round. I hope you're going to do your stem more carefully than I've done mine. And then we'll just finish off at the bottom. Now then, what's important about this is we're going to make one half of the leaf darker and one half of the leaf lighter. So if we make a bit of colour on here, again letting it get thinner, then coming darker as it comes round over the top, like that. A little bit more colour there. Then we do the same again with the other part of the leaf, but make it darker, coming lighter, then coming darker again. And then gradually work your way around, coming lighter, and then coming darker as you come round towards the stem. Now, all of you that have got your paints ready, please be patient. The first part of this lesson is important for you as well. Again, we will see when we come to actually use some colour that the base drawing, what I call the scaffold, and the start of the drawing. That's a very important way of getting ready for doing your painting, whatever medium you're working in. So you can then build this up. And again, believe it or not, you can do this with a biro as well. It's quite amazing. I won't show you now, perhaps another time. I'm working a bit quickly now. You be a bit more careful than this. If in my classes, I'd be telling them off if they were doing it as badly as I am at the moment. So, but I have to say, the big thing about all this is you're here to enjoy yourself and have fun, and also to learn, have a new experience, a new learning, and see how it all goes. Take time. If you've not drawn or painted for a long time, then be patient with yourself. It takes a little while, but again, hopefully, as you see, we go through different things in the coming weeks. You will open you up, open your eyes up to the world around you. That's, I think, I always think it's one of the magics of doing art. Is learning to look, and it's amazing how you will suddenly find the world around you is more noticeable. You'll notice the wonderful colours of the sky, the clouds, the countryside, the colours of the trees and the hedgerows as you go travelling around. Oh, hopefully you can go travelling around eventually anyway. So, but anyway, that's a start if you've stuck with the pencil. I will do it again for those who will be able to paint, but we'll talk about that later.